Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my best and worst of new Dermaco. I wanted to say skincare, but we do have one hair care product too. So yes, I wanted to do like a best and worst of Dermaco, but I did that video not that long ago in which I shared with you my thoughts and opinions on all the products from Dermaco which I had already tried out. But this year I actually tried out quite a few new products from them. I have about 8 in specific. I would like to have 10 ideally, but because they haven't, I mean recently they have launched some new product, but I didn't want to wait longer to film this video. So in this video we're gonna have 8 new products, and then whatever new comes out from them I'll probably do like a part 2 of this video in 2025. So if you want to know my thoughts on the newer-ish products which I've tried out from Dermaco, and I will let you know which of them are the best from Dermaco in my opinion and which of them are the absolute worst, and I absolutely would not recommend you to try out these products from Dermaco, then please keep on watching. We're going to start first with 3 face washes. Now I did really want to try out Dermaco's face washes because I did not have much experience with them earlier, and while I have 3 to share with you, I'm just now thinking of a 4th one as well, which for some reason I don't know why I didn't mention it in this video. Probably because I used it like once and then I was so repulsed by it that I did not want to use it again and I decluttered it. So technically I can't give you like a full-on review, but I can tell you that the first time I tried it I absolutely hated it, and I'm speaking about Dermaco's Kojic Acid face wash. This one is a very creamy face wash, so if you have dry skin or if you like a more creamy face wash, I think you would absolutely love it. However, for me it was probably the worst product that I have tried out from Dermaco. So after using it just once, I decluttered it. I gave it to my mom, I think, and she has been using it since. So if you want me to ask her and share her thoughts on this product with you, then do leave a comment down below in the comment section, and I will ask her and share her thoughts on it with you. However, the 3 face washes which I have personally tried out from them, and I have used up, I want to say, each and every single one of them, if I'm remembering correctly. The first one is the Niacinamide Oily Skin Cleanser. Now in their Niacinamide face washes they have 2 different types. They have an oily skin type and a dry skin type. I just got the oily skin one because I thought that would be better, especially with my experience with the Kojic Acid one. I was like, I'm not going to try dry skin cleansers at all. I'm just going to stick to the ones that would ideally work for me, and this one is a very nice like thin gel consistency. Now my problem with this is that it does not lather at all, like pretty much at all. So if you're someone who likes a very nice deep cleansing experience where you really feel like the face wash is getting into your pores and cleaning every single bit of the dirt and grime and gunk from there, you're not gonna like this at all. So that is why I personally also did not like it at all. I would categorize it as one of the worst products that I have tried from them. It's not the absolute worst, I don't want to be as harsh and say that, but if I had to choose between the best and the worst, I would put this in the worst category very easily. Just because of that specific reason is the bias that I have towards a nice deep cleansing face wash. This is not that. If you want a super gentle cleanser, you might actually really like this. However, I used it in the daytime, like in the morning basically, when I am showering or before I'm showering, and I felt like it still made me feel like a little dirty after, almost like, you know, in the morning when you're washing your face, if you do wash your face, if you don't wash your face, then that's a whole different conversation. But if you do wash your face in the morning, you want to feel refreshed after, and at least something that can clean your skin well, so that you put all the new skincare on top of it after your shower. So it just did not do that for me at all, which is why I'm quite disappointed, and I can confidently say that I will not be repurchasing this, and I also can't recommend it to anyone. Moving on to the second face wash. Now this was slightly better, I would say, but I still cannot put it in the worst category, so we're gonna have to find like a middle meh kind of a category for this specific product. I'm speaking about the Dermaco Sali-Cinamide Anti-Acne face wash. Now like I said, it's not one of the best things I've tried out from them because there are a lot of products which are way better that I would rather put in the best category. So if I put this in that category, it's almost a disservice to the better products. Now the Sali-Cinamide face wash is supposed to have salicylic acid and niacinamide, which is why it's called Sali-Cinamide, and it also says anti-acne face wash, so I was thinking it's going to really help with breakouts. And while it does not help, I also feel like a face wash can only do so much for you in terms of breakouts. I think for the longest time we have been marketed face washes, and especially anti-acne face washes, in a way where if you use a good anti-acne face wash, it's going to solve all your acne for you, and that's not how acne works. You always had to get to the bottom of it. Why are you breaking out? Is it a product? Is it something that you're eating? Is it something that is going internally? Is it just, you know, a hormonal imbalance? Is it just that, you know, you've just hit puberty and your oil glands are going absolutely crazy? There can be so many different reasons for acne that I am almost against a product, like especially a face wash, that markets themselves to be like anti-acne. Like, just using this product is not going to solve your acne, I want to say that. And while it does help to use something like this along with other products that are going to help with your acne, I would say this is still one of the better products, because unlike the next one I'm going to talk about, this one is not super harsh. It doesn't like almost sensitize your skin. It tingles a little bit and feels like it's working, and I feel like it does it in a more gentle way, which is why I'm putting it in the meh category. However, it is not something that I would repurchase or recommend, for that matter. If I had to recommend a product for acne, I would recommend you first find out the cause for it, and then accordingly, if there is anything that skincare can do and help you with, I would recommend spot treatments over a face wash or a moisturizer, to be completely honest. So yes, for that reason I'm going to put this in like a meh category. Definitely not the worst or the best from Dermaco. Moving on to our third product, and this is definitely going to the worst category for multiple reasons. I'm speaking about the Dermaco Salicylic Acid Face Wash. Now I think it's called a 1% Salicylic Acid Face Wash, but you guys, this product was so harsh. It's way harsher than the Sali-Cinamide. If you really want to get a face wash, get Sali-Cinamide over the Salicylic Acid one, because this one is just way too harsh. And while it does lather up, both of them do lather up, but this one is so liquidy and watery, whereas Sali-Cinamide is more like a gel consistency, so I feel like it's a little better. But this one is super duper watery, and because it's come packaged in a squeezy tube, I feel like you end up getting way more product than you would actually want, and it just flows out of the packaging when you like open the tube and pour product out. So you can tend to overuse product and waste a lot of product in the process. So I really wish that they repackaged this product. The other thing I would say is that while it says on the packaging that you can use it twice a day, I would absolutely never ever recommend you use it twice a day, because it's very harsh for a face wash. I wouldn't even use this every day, to be honest, because I think it's gonna really sensitize your skin if you do that. I would recommend at maximum using it every other day if you really want to use it, and if you want to buy it, or if you've already bought it and you feel like, oh my god, how do I use it because it's so harsh, use it every other day. And if that also feels like too much, then use it just twice a week, like every 3 days basically. But do not, I'm repeating, do not use this every day or even twice a day. It's going to burn the top layer of your face. I'm not even joking. So yes, I don't know why they would market it that way. It's just way too harsh. And I'm saying this as someone who has used AHAs and BHAs for like over 4 to 5 years, and I still think it's way too much. So yes, would not recommend that in general, and I would classify it as one of the worst products that I have tried out from Dermaco. Moving on next to, let's talk about some moisturizers that I have from Dermaco, or rather I don't have them anymore. I've used up 2 of them, and then 1 I still have. In fact, I'm wearing it today under this makeup and under the sunscreen. But let's talk about the ones which I've used up first. Dermaco's Urea Deep Moisturizing Cream. Now this is, I think, called their 4% Urea Moisturizing Cream, and it's basically, to me, very similar to the Dot & Key Ceramides and Hyaluronic Acid Skin Barrier Repair Face Cream, if you've used that one. Now I do prefer that a little bit more, I have to be completely honest, but this one is along the same lines too. I just feel like it's quite comparable, to be honest, in terms of the fact that it is hydrating but not very thick. It gets absorbed into skin pretty quickly, but it's also, for me personally, as someone with normal combination skin, it's too heavy to use in the daytime. I would definitely use this as a really nice nighttime moisturizer, whereas if you have dry skin, I think you're going to absolutely love using this in the daytime as well. I think I would use something like this or the Dot & Key in the daytime in the winter time, not throughout the year. So I think this is actually a great product for dry skin, and if you have more normal combination skin, it's great to use in the nighttime throughout the year. However, I prefer Dot & Key because I've used it for longer and they are both comparable to each other, but now Dot & Key has also come out with their moisturizer in a bigger size, so I feel like it's a better value for money that way. However, this one, if you compare the 100 grams of both, then this one is a little bit cheaper than Dot & Key. So again, if that one doesn't work for you for some reason, because I know a lot of people have told me that the Dot & Key moisturizer just does not work for them, if that is the case, then I would definitely recommend trying this one out. But otherwise, I think they're both very comparable. Just choose what brand works for you. If one doesn't work, try out the other and see if that one works. So yes, that is the deep moisturizing Urea Deep Moisturizing Cream from Dermaco, and I would put it in the best category. I still wouldn't repurchase it because I like Dot & Key more, but I'm still going to put it in the best category. Moving on next, let's move on to the oily skin spectrum now. We have the Propylene Oil-Free Moisturizer from Dermaco. Now this one is one of my absolute favorites in this video, so it's definitely like top 3, I want to say. And it also won my ranking. If you watched my the ranking new moisturizers which I'm trying out from worst to best, this was my top 1 in that video. I absolutely love this product for so many different reasons. First of all, it is super duper hydrating yet lightweight on the skin. I don't know how they do that, but they do a really good job at balancing hydration and still being lightweight. I'm also a big fan of the fact that it's both fragrance free as well as comes in a very big size, and that makes it a great value for money. If I had to compare it to something else, I would say any hydrating lightweight moisturizer, like for example you have the Pond's gel moisturizer, you have various different hydrating moisturizers from Dot & Key as well. They're different gel moisturizers. This is quite comparable to like any of those, but I feel like it wins because it's got a tube packaging, because it's fragrance free, it comes from a brand that is also cruelty free because it's made in India, so it's obviously cruelty free, and it's just an absolute gem of a product. It's super duper affordable as well, which makes it a great value for money because you're getting a good quantity at a very good price. So for me personally, I would highly recommend this for anyone who has oily skin, normal skin, combo skin. I'm not too sure you'll like it if you have dry skin, because you would probably want something more rich and moisturizing. However, I will say if you have oily skin and you're looking for like a mattifying moisturizer, I don't think this is super mattifying. If that's what you're looking for, then look at other options like maybe the Dot & Key Watermelon Matte Moisturizer or the Oil Control Moisturizer from Chemist at Play. Look at those kind of moisturizers. This is not mattifying, it's hydrating, so it's going to give you that skin like slightly dewy you know, like sheen on the skin basically. Moving on next to the third and the last Dermaco moisturizer that we have for a while. There will be more because they did launch some newer moisturizers, so I'll talk about that in like a different video because I haven't tried those products out yet. But our third moisturizer has to be the one that I'm actually wearing today. It's their Ceramide moisturizer. Now this one comes in like the airless pump packaging which the sunscreen used to come in. I mean, it still comes in that packaging, but now they have bigger sizes in the sunscreen. Yes, this comes with 50 grams of product, so it's lesser than the other two which come in 100 gram sizes. Now this one is a gel, but it's like a gel moisturizer with ceramides in there, so it's a little bit more like snail mucin-y, I want to say. I think that's a good way to describe it, because you know how snail mucin has that like gel-like consistency, but it's a little sticky, it's a little hydrating. That's what this one feels like. It's the ceramide makes it more hydrating than a typical oil-free gel moisturizer, so that's what it's like. I still feel like people who have normal skin, combination skin, oily skin, this would work for. If you have dry skin, I don't think this would suit you. It's also fragrance free, but it does come with lesser product, which is not my favorite. But if you don't want a typical gel moisturizer, if you need something that's more hydrating than it, or maybe if you have dry skin and you want the ceramides but you don't want something that is creamy, then maybe this one would work for you. It's really hard for me, and I mentioned this in the other video too, where I was ranking all the moisturizers. I mentioned that I'm very confused by who the target market for this is. So what I try to do when I review it is always talk about all the different specifications and features, and if you think that it's something that you would like, then go for it. Otherwise, I would say it's easily something that is skippable. So I would also put this in the meh category, because I don't feel comfortable putting it in the best category, because there are so many better products, but it's also not deserving of the worst category because it's not a bad product. So I think this one is also going to go into the meh category. And yeah, let's move on next and talk about an absolutely amazing product from them, which also is in the best category because it would also easily go as, you know, one of my top 3 from Dermaco, and that is their Dermaco Glycolic Acid Face Toner. This one is, I think, 7% glycolic acid if I'm not mistaken. I just filmed a video because you will notice I'm in the same outfit, same hair, same everything. I filmed a video comparing the best glycolic acid or like just exfoliating toners in general, and in that I mentioned that if I had a glycolic acid toner winner, it would definitely be the Dermaco one, because it is superbly effective for uneven skin texture. Maybe if you have breakouts because your pores are clogged, because you know your skin is not exfoliated well, this is a godsend lifesaver. However, just keep in mind that glycolic acid is one of the most strongest exfoliants. So either you start with a lower percentage of glycolic acid, or you just go with a different AHA first, and once you can tolerate it really well, then maybe venture into glycolic acid. The other thing you could do is lower your frequency of usage. So don't use this like every single day or every other day when you first start with it. Use it like once or twice a week, build up your tolerance first, and then start using this. But in terms of effectiveness as a product and the results that you will get in terms of smooth skin, smooth even texture, no breakouts. Like, again, when I'm saying no breakouts, I have cured my like regular breakouts, but it's not like I never break out. I still, like, I don't know if you can see right now, I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera, but I have some bumpiness going on my forehead, and also just a little bit over here. So for stuff like that, I still use glycolic acid, and my skin does occasionally still break out, and it really helps with all of those things. So I highly recommend glycolic acid as an ingredient if you can tolerate it, and specifically I recommend Dermaco's glycolic acid toner more than others, because I think it's a great value for money and you're getting a superb effective product, a very effective product. And moving on to our last Dermaco product, it is their Peptide Growth Hair Serum. Now this one comes in my favorite packaging, and I say that because it's got like this nozzle and you can spray it directly on your scalp, and you can just distribute the product. So what I do is I put it all over my hairline, over here, just all over, because this is where I am having I want to say, like, what do you call, like, the hairline is receding basically, and it's for no other reason other than I do like super tight like ponies like this, and if I like hold my hair super tight like this, you can see there is balding here, there is balding, a lot of balding here, and I did not notice it as much until some of you I think told me in my comments. And I also got some people in my personal life telling me that, you know, your ponies are super tight and that is probably why you are getting this, so loosen up your ponies and maybe use something that would help. Actually, I thought about using something that would help, but they just told me that, you know, tie your hair more loose and don't tie it super tight, and I'm like, yeah, I do agree, because I'm not that old and I don't want to like not have half of my hair by the time I turn like what, 40 or something. So yes, I have been using this. I have used up 2 bottles, and I have also repurchased it during the last Dermaco sale that was going on, to make sure that I have backstock of this product. Now, while I can tell you that I have seen some results with it, but it's also something that I'm going to have to use long term, and I'm going to have to use it consistently. I feel I was consistent with it for a while, but I keep falling off the bandwagon every once in a while. Usually what I do it is I use it at night. Once I'm done with my nighttime skincare routine, like once I'm done with moisturizer and I've sealed everything in, I will try to remember to put this on my scalp. But a lot of times I do tend to forget. Like I did it yesterday, but then I haven't done it for the past week because I just forget. I'm not very consistent with it, which is probably why I'm not noticing that good of results. But when I was consistent, I actually did notice quite a bit of improvements. So it's something that you have to use long term, to be completely honest, and it's not possible for me to just use it for a couple of months, and that too very inconsistently, and give you like a thorough review on the product. But I feel like if I'm very consistent with it, then I will notice results. So hopefully I'm going to be able to come back in like 6 months, use it consistently, and give you more of a detailed review on it. But as of now, I have repurchased it multiple times, I can tell you that confidently, and I'm going to keep at it at least for a year, and hopefully with consistent usage before I stop using it. I'm not going to stop using it, I feel, ever, but if I decide to like switch to using a different brand or something, I'm going to at least give this product a year before I switch to a different brand. So yes, I wanted to let you know that I have noticed enough results to keep at it. It's not like I've noticed no results, because if that was the case, then I would have definitely stopped by now. So yes, that is all that I can tell you, to be very honest, as of now. But yeah, that is it for all the products. That is all the new stuff from Dermaco which I have tried out in the past year or so, and I wanted to share my thoughts and reviews on all of these products with you. And I'm also making a new list very soon, because Dermaco did launch some new moisturizers which I'm very excited to try. So when I do that, and hopefully they keep coming out with new launches which I want to try, so I will probably do a part 2 of this video in the like in the following year, basically. So yes, if you would be interested in that, let me know down below in the comment section, and also let me know if you want me to do this for other brands. Do you prefer me to do like one brand reviews like this, or just like a mix of reviews of like a specific category and then all different products from that category? What's your favorite format to see? I would be really interested to know that, because I can accordingly curate my content going forward. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to try to list and link everything that I mentioned in the description box, and that way if you do want to purchase anything, there will be affiliate links. Just want to keep it very transparent and clear. If you want to use my affiliate links, which will in turn support my channel, it would mean a ton to me. But if you don't want to use those affiliate links, that is completely fine too. You can just copy paste the name on Google and buy the product from wherever you want to. But yes, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.